Lewandowski decides his future with Barcelona and chooses the best Clásico of the season. Guardiola opens the door to signing a Barcelona target and confirms that Yamal's statistics make him a contender for the Ballon d'Or. Barcelona targets a Liverpool star as the main target for this summer. Ousmane Dembele, I will never disrespect Barcelona, no matter what happens. Barcelona renews its interest in an Arsenal star. And before we start, don't forget to share your opinion in the comments about the player you would like to see join the team, and if you are a Barcelona fan, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and follow our page. Lewandowski decides his future with Barcelona and chooses the best Clásico of the season. The Polish star Robert Lewandowski has expressed his full satisfaction with his season at Barcelona, confirming that the team has achieved most of its domestic goals despite the continental disappointment, while clarifying that his future with the team has not yet been decided. Lewandowski told Mundo Deportivo, I think the season has been almost perfect. We won the league, the cup, and the Super Cup, and reached the semi-finals of the Champions League. It's true, we didn't reach the final, but the performance was strong and the fans felt it. Despite being 35 years old, the veteran striker emphasized his physical and mental readiness by saying, I feel in good shape, I'm getting back in shape after an injury and finishing the season strongly. I can offer another season at the same level. Lewandowski praises Hansi Flick. As for his future at Barcelona, Lewandowski explained that he will make his decision after the end of next season, adding, in football, new factors can emerge and affect the decision. Physical condition is not everything, but for now, I am focusing on preparing for the new season. He also mentioned the possibility of playing outside Europe, in Saudi Arabia or the United States. Honestly, I don't know. Anything is possible in football. A week can change everything. Lewandowski praised his new coach, Hansi Flick, saying he brought balance back to the team, communicated with all the players, and knew how to get the best out of them. He has evolved a lot as a coach since his time at Bayern. He reflected on the match between Barcelona and Inter Milan in the semi-finals of the Champions League, saying, if we had won the first leg, we would have reached the final, but it was an important lesson, especially for the young players. The Barcelona star confirmed that winning the Champions League remains a personal dream. It's great to play with a talented team, but realism and experience are essential. You can't rely solely on enthusiasm. Asked about the striker who could succeed him at Barcelona, Lewandowski said, it's not my business, the club has professional recruiters. It's very difficult these days to find a goal-scoring striker. He also commented on the names linked like Erling Haaland and Victor Gyokeres. The choice is not just about quality, but about how the player fits into the system and the club's financial capacity. He concluded by highlighting his best Clásico of this season. The 4-0 victory at the Bernabeu was the best. Winning like that away is unforgettable. Guardiola opens the door to signing a Barcelona target and confirms that Yamal's statistics make him a contender for the Ballon d'Or. Pep Guardiola, the coach of Manchester City, has opened the door to a potential signing of the young Espanyol goalkeeper, Joan Garcia, as reports link him to Barcelona and several English clubs. Garcia has a release clause of €25 million in his contract with Espanyol, and according to Catalan media, he is very close to Barcelona's local rivals. Guardiola spoke about Garcia during his appearance at the annual charity golf tournament he organizes in Girona, saying, all signs indicate that he will be a world-class goalkeeper. He continued, all the reports we have point in this direction. As for our interest in him, we'll see later. Every year, they say Manchester City is going to sign 200 players. Regarding the rumors linking City to the German goalkeeper Marc-André ter Stegen, he clarified, I don't know much about goalkeepers, you'll have to ask someone else. A few weeks ago, we talked about the squad situation and I believe Ederson and Stefan Ortega can continue with us next season. In another context, the City coach commented on the brilliance of young winger Lamine Yamal and the comparisons with Messi, saying, Lamine is an excellent player, but he must forge his own path. In the end, we will see if he can be compared to the greatest, Messi. Regarding the possibility of Yamal being nominated for the Ballon d'Or, he said, I don't know much about the criteria for the awards, but based on what he has delivered this season, he could be a potential candidate. Yamal is only 17 years old and yet we are talking about him like this, and that says a lot. Guardiola did not miss the opportunity to praise his former player, Xabi Alonso, now the new coach of Real Madrid. Xabi has shown with Bayer Leverkusen that he can go an entire season without being beaten. He knows Real Madrid well and that is a strong point. He knows which battles to fight and which to avoid. I have a good impression of him and wish him the best. I am excited to see him there. He also expressed his admiration for Barcelona's performance this season, saying about the team under the new coach Hansi, "The season has been exceptional, almost perfect, and it is a huge success. The team performed strongly last season, with an average of 3 goals per game, which shows they have done an excellent job. We hope this generation will continue for many more years." Barcelona targets a Liverpool star as the main focus for this summer. The future of Colombian winger Luis Diaz at Liverpool remains uncertain amid growing interest from Barcelona and Saudi clubs, coinciding with significant summer transfer activity at Merseyside. According to a report from the Liverpool Echo, Diaz's fate is still uncertain despite claims that he is happy at Liverpool, with a contract running until 2027 and no formal transfer request submitted so far. However, uncertainty deepened after the player's partner, Gurpan, shared a message on social media Sunday night, widely interpreted as a farewell to fans, sparking speculation about the next step for the 28-year-old player. Future developments for Luis Diaz. According to Mundo Deportivo, Diaz is Barcelona's top target to strengthen their attack next season, despite the Catalan club's awareness of the financial complications of the deal. Barcelona is reportedly waiting for the right moment to start formal negotiations, which could later turn into a potential agreement. Meanwhile, Liverpool seems to be preparing for one of the most ambitious transfer windows in its history, aiming to reaffirm its dominance in the Premier League and regain its European glory under new coach Arne Slot. At the top of the agenda at Merseyside is the imminent signing of Bayer Leverkusen star player Florian Wirtz for a potential amount of up to €150 million, which would be the most expensive transfer in Liverpool's history, as well as the expected signing of his teammate, Jeremy Frimpong, for €40 million. These planned expenses will mean that Liverpool will have to open the door to potential player departures to balance the budget. The club reportedly agreed to sell Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid for €10 to €15 million. There is also interest from several clubs for goalkeeper Kevin Kelleher, valued at €18 million, and midfielder Harvey Elliott. Speculation continues around the future of defender Ibrahim Konate as his contract nears its end, but Luis Diaz remains one of the main names on the table, with some sources within the club suggesting that the player is no longer at the heart of the new project despite his importance last season. Ousmane Dembele, I will never speak ill of Barcelona, no matter what happens. Despite celebrating the first UEFA Champions League title in the history of his team, Paris Saint-Germain, Ousmane Dembele did not forget to praise his former club, Barcelona, affirming his deep respect and appreciation for the Catalan club, which represented a significant turning point in his career. Paris Saint-Germain was crowned winner of the UEFA Champions League on Saturday night after a historic 5-0 victory against Inter Milan in the final held at the Allianz Arena. Paris Saint-Germain won the UEFA Champions League title for the first time in its history under the leadership of coach Luis Enrique and their player Ousmane Dembele, who had a historic season. Ousmane Dembele speaks about Barcelona. In statements reported by the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, Dembele said, "I joined Barcelona when I was 20 years old. It was my dream club and I will never allow myself to speak ill of it or belittle it. I have a lot of respect for this entity." The French star added, "Whatever the circumstances, Barcelona will remain an important part of my career. I will never speak ill of it. It was a dream come true for me." Ousmane Dembele's time at Barcelona. It should be noted that Ousmane Dembele joined Barcelona in the summer of 2017, coming from Borussia Dortmund, as part of a €135 million transfer. However, Ousmane Dembele did not meet expectations due to repeated injuries and a lack of technical stability before joining Paris Saint-Germain in 2023 for €50 million. During his time at Barcelona, Ousmane Dembele played 185 matches in all competitions, where the French star managed to score 40 goals and provide 42 assists. Barcelona renews its interest in an Arsenal star. Barcelona has renewed its interest in signing one of Arsenal's star players during the summer transfer window of 2025. According to the newspaper Mundo Deportivo, Arsenal's star Thomas Partey has come back onto Barcelona's radar, especially since his contract with the Gunners is expiring this month. It has been highlighted that Arsenal's approach to sign Real Sociedad's midfielder Martin Zubimendi for €60 million is one of the sporting reasons that could explain Partey's potential departure to another destination. Arsenal had paid €50 million in 2020 to sign Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. The newspaper explained that individuals close to Partey have recently made contact with Barcelona regarding a potential deal, although Arsenal's coach, Mikel Arteta, has repeatedly expressed his desire to see Partey stay with the team. The reality is that the player has entered the final month of his contract without any developments regarding a renewal.